Hi everyone, it's Alicia here from Papercraft Secrets. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube videos. Today I would like to do a video on blending with the Kaisercraft Gel Pens, and I received a question from my friend Marcel, and she asked me, do the Kaisercraft Gel Pens blend? Well, my initial answer was no, but after a little bit of research, and I do a lot of research on YouTube, and I follow a channel called Colouring Bliss. Now, the lady over at Colouring Bliss did a wonderful video all about using glycerine and gel pens to make them blend. Glycerine can be bought at Woolworths or I think any supermarket, and it's not expensive. I think it cost, $7 maybe. And the purpose of glycerine is to help the gel pens smooth out and blend together. So today I thought, let's give it a try. I've made this little colouring in page, which you can print off for free on my blog, and I'll put a link down below in the comments. You can print this page off yourself and have a go with blending with your gel pens and with some glycerine. You will need a paintbrush, and I'm using this old Stampin' Up paintbrush that you can actually put water in it, but I have no water in it. It's an empty brush, but it was probably the best quality brush that I've got. I printed my colouring page onto Express IT blending card, which I have had in my craft room to use with Copic markers, but I mean, you could try any paper or cardstock that you have at home and just experiment and see how it goes. This whole video is complete experimentation. I did no practice beforehand. I was just completely winging it. This first petal here, what I decided to do first was put the glycerine down first onto the paper and then colour with the gel pen over the top. But as I go on, I found that it works better if you put the gel pen down first and then put the glycerine on over the top. So in the third petal here, I'm colouring with the gel pen first, and then I'm blending it with the glycerine in the paintbrush, and it blends beautifully. I was just blown away by how amazing this glycerine is and how smooth. Even if you don't want to blend with your gel pens, but you just want to get rid of the sort of scratchy lines that you can sometimes get, the glycerine is perfect for that. So that was the first flower done, and that was just done with one single colour, and just sort of blending in between the ends of the petals. And so for the next flower, I decided to choose two different colours to try to blend the two together, and I picked, with all of these flowers, I've chosen the neon markers, and I think these ones are I think this is a dark orange and one of the lighter pinks, so I'm blending pink and orange together. But you can see in the picture how seamlessly it blends the two colours together. And then with the third flower, I experimented with three colours that were very different. So I went with the fluoro yellow, or the neon yellow, the pink, the lighter pink, and then a darker pink. So they were quite different in colour. And then when I went over with the glycerine, it really did blend all the colours. The yellow kind of turned a little bit orange from the pink. And then I was also experimenting here with doing 3 petals at a time, because I was seeing how much drying time you had before you had to use the glycerine. Anyway, after I did the 3 flowers, I moved on to the 3 different leaves down the bottom. And for the first leaf, I chose again 2 of the neon green colours for the leaf. I just did a little sample on the pad, because sometimes it's hard to really get a good feel for the colour just by looking at the outside of it. Anyway, I decided on these 2 neon greens, and they're quite close together anyway, so they do blend quite well together anyway. But with the leaf, I got quite lazy and I didn't colour every single white space on the leaf. I did it quite quickly, and I was really happy to see that the Glycerine, it just really smooths the colour over any of the white spaces that you might have left in the picture, and just sort of like watercolour, it just moves the colour beautifully. So you can actually colour a lot quicker than you would if you weren't going to use the Glycerine, because it's very forgiving. This was all going very smoothly, so I thought I would try to shake things up a bit, and this time I was going to choose to include a glitter pen as well as the neon pen. And I was a little bit disappointed with the glitter pen, because I found that, first of all, the Glycerine didn't seem to move the colour of the glitter pen, it just seemed to move around the glitter. You can see I coloured it quite roughly like I did the other leaf, but the Glycerine didn't sort of, it did move it a little bit, but it just didn't blend it as well. And I wasn't really happy with the look so much. So on the 3rd leaf I had another go, and this time I was just going to do a very fine line of the glitter pen around the outside. And again, I was a little bit disappointed. I think the neon pens blend better than the glitter pens do. They're certainly not as forgiving as the neon pens, but that's all part of the experimental process, and this colouring in page is just about experimenting and trying different things, so it doesn't matter if something doesn't go completely to plan. I think the glitter pen would look awesome going over the veins in the leaf to just give it a little bit more tone in the middle of the leaf, but I didn't really like it on the outside as much because it didn't blend like I hoped. So I moved on then to the birds, and I thought, well, let's give the pastel colours a go. So I chose 2 pastel blues, and I wasn't really blending too much, I was just using 2 different colours on the bird, but I did do a little bit of blending on the tail. And I didn't see, when I used the Glycerine, I didn't really see a lot of blending between the 2 colours, but I did see the inks move over any of the white spaces, and although you can't really see it in the picture, any of the scratchy lines disappear with the Glycerine, which is so amazing. So you can see I did a little bit of blending there with the tail. But yeah, the Glycerine, it's definitely worth going over the top of, because it just smooths the gel pens right out. So then I thought, with the next bird, I think I go glitter. Yeah, I did. I chose to do glitter. I thought, let me have another go at 2 glitter pens and see how they blend together. But again, I found the same thing with the leaf, that the Glycerine pushes around the glitter in the pen, but it doesn't seem to push around the colour of the pen too much. And then in the last bird, I choose 2 neons to have a go with the neons again, which have definitely been the most impressive today with the blending of the Glycerine. For the heading, the word blending, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with this. So I chose 2 of the purple neon colours, and I was just going to colour half of the letter with the lighter purple and half of the letter with the darker purple. And this blended so well that it almost looked like it was the same colour. Once I put the glycerine over the top, they just really moved together. So I would be really interested to hear what you think. If you give this a try, pop a bottle of glycerine in your next shopping cart or online order, and have a play with this and just see how you go. Print off the colouring in page or use one of your own colouring in pages, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you found this video interesting, please hit the like button so that other people will be more likely to find it as well. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love you to subscribe. Head over to my website www.papercraftsecrets.com.au to print off your free colouring page. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have a beautiful crafty day.